Hey guys, Sean here. So, unless you've been following my channel for a long time now, when I say long time, talking about like a year and a half, 2 years, then you probably haven't seen the videos I did earlier on. Maybe you have, but the videos I did earlier on where I literally either healed others or was healed by others in such a manner that it's rationally and logically freaking impossible, but it happened. Um, so let me review what those were about. One time I was with my nephew. He was a little, really little, about 2 years old, approximately. 1.5, 2 years old, old enough to be like kind of running around and but talking a little bit, but in diapers. So anyway, he had this fake Olympic medal. Now the medal itself, it was a a good size and it was pretty heavy, but it was a fake medal, but it was actually heavy and it was made of metal. So anyway, and he's spinning it around, and he accidentally got himself in the forehead, like boom, and he got himself in the forehead. Um, he had a red welt from the impact and no bleeding or anything, but it was definitely a red welt. And I felt so bad. I felt so bad. I didn't want it to hurt. So I hugged him or whatever, and I held him, and I just closed my eyes and I focused. Now I didn't try to do anything special, but I focused so hard, so intently for it not to hurt. After maybe 20 to 30 seconds, I let him go, and he had stopped crying by then. Which probably would have happened either way, whether something unusual didn't. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is the welt was completely gone. There was absolutely no visual evidence whatsoever of an injury. Now, you could get a little red mark that will go away in 30 seconds, but that thing was kind of heavy and it got him good, and it was a noticeable welt, and it was gone like no trace. Another time, this was when I was in my apartment. This was just after college. This was kind of when I was starting to get into the Ouija board and starting to like open up to other things. Anyway, I banged my funny bone in my elbow freaking hard. Now, as almost all of you know, when you bang your funny bone, kind of sucks. You get those tingly feelings. It's achy for a little bit. And then for the rest of the day, you can kind of notice it. Maybe the next day too. If you get it really good, you might feel it for a couple days. I got it really good, and I've hit my funny bone enough times to know that I hit it hard enough this time where it's gonna freaking suck. It's gonna be annoying. Not only does it freaking feel like crap right in this second, not a big deal. I wasn't mad about it, but I was like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to feel this. And I covered my elbow and I closed my eyes and I focused as hard as freaking hell to make it not hurt. Now, this time I was doing it on purpose. I was saying, you are not going to be here. No. It was freaking 100% perfectly good. Absolutely no sensation, no pain, no nothing. Now, if you were to stub your toe or something, or get a Charlie horse or something, and you can and you can block it out, block it out, block it out, and just be like, think of like a professional athlete, who like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, who gets hurt and they just shake it off and it's like gone, right? No, it wasn't one of those. It was my funny bone, man. I hit my funny bone hard, and after I don't know, 40, 45 seconds, bam, good as new, 100%. Okay, another time it was somebody working on me. I sprained my ankle in basketball so bad, so bad, like a dumbass. I don't go to the doctor. I was just gonna I was gonna hop around on one leg for a few weeks. It was not broken, but for whatever reason my ankles are extremely durable, and my wrists, professional arm wrestler, extremely durable. So if I'm like running and I bend my ankle and I go like really like bad, usually it's just like nothing, man, nothing, like just solid. Um, But yeah, but I sprained it so bad. I heard like the things crunch, pop, pop, things were pop. Oh my god, it was so painful, and I could not put any weight on it. It got huge. It was all these colors. And I was basically gonna hop around on one leg. I wasn't even gonna miss a day of work for it. But anyway, my buddy, his mom does Reiki, and he has a gift for Reiki too, and she's taught him kind of how to do it. I have like crystals and quartz and stuff, and he loved it. Nowadays I work with organized stuff, but anyway, back then crystals were really awesome, and he totally digged the crystals because his mom and him and his sister had this thing, but anyway, yeah, he did Reiki on my severely sprained ankle the same day it happened. So it took about 10 minutes. No, he didn't. He never touched me. He just kind of put the crystals in a circle, and he's using like think of Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi, right? Karate Kid, Reiki. So anyway, he did it. Felt a little sensation, maybe a little warm, maybe a little twitchy for a second. So anyway, he worked on it for 10 minutes. So I went to bed that night, and just like you would expect, it was throbbing. Um, I think ibuprofen was probably my best bet at that moment, but it was throbbing. It was so tender. Woke up the next morning. It was still giant in all kinds of colors. No pain whatsoever. I'm not exaggerating. I will never exaggerate to try and to like trump up what I'm talking about. No, I'm going to be as articulate and exact as I can with regard to my memories and the best of my ability to articulate what I perceived. So no pain at all. It didn't hurt. I was walking without a limp. I was walking completely normal. I even jogged that night in a parking lot to show my friends and so I could tell future people about that event. I jogged on it. I ran on it. 24 hours after hurting it, I was running on it. I had a similar injury. I sprained the other ankle playing basketball. Same kind of horrible severity. Same, didn't go to the doctor, but I did hop around for about 2 or 3 weeks. It was 6 months before I could jump, standing jump, and jump really high off of 2 feet. So, yeah, there you go. Absolutely true stories.